Hola, buenos días. Well, do you know, I was seeing so many things happening, and I was going to tell you about the why young. Do you think that this in this next election of 2024, younger people who is like 18 until 30 something are going to go out and vote? Do you think that they understand now the
I
situation?
I I am hopeful uh, that they're not as disconnected as they appear to be. I see it, and I talk to a number of young people. Some very clued in, very on top of it, and some very aloof. I had a conversation with my granddaughter, who is of that age, and she said she was telling me that well, her generation really they just really don't care.
They
And I said, well, what do you mean they don't care? Oh, we don't care. Well, what do you mean you don't care? Well, if you want to be, if you're a guy and you want to be a girl, okay, fine, I don't care.
but
If if you want to do this or you want to do that, that's fine. It doesn't affect me. I don't care. That's how deep they are into their individual being that they don't seem to see the connection between themselves and the rest of the world.
But what about, for example, losing the right of reproduction?
I
Do,
understand.
they don't care either?
Presumably, I don't know how much my granddaughter's pre med, so she cares about that because she wants to go into the medical field. But that generationally, I'm not entirely sure that they're as keyed in and uh, respectful of that kind of freedom. They've had it
Wow.
all their lives. They don't know what it's like to not have it
So it's going to be until they feel
till
what
it affects them. They don't care.
they don't care. The other thing, for example, that now the affirmative action in universities is gone. Do you think that they care or not either?
Unless it affects them individually, they don't care.
What is the other issue that they have to pay the loans that many people receive help during COVID, but
Uh-huh.
no students, and they couldn't cancel. They help them with the loans,
Yeah.
and they don't care either.
Well, unfortunately, I don't see any break in their logic that would say, oh, maybe, I don't know.
Shoot. I do. I was with so much expectation about that
uh,
generation that this time they were going to see because you know what happened in Ohio was that when they were voting that they were trying to modify the constitution.
right, to make a two-thirds vote to make any changes. And the people in Ohio said,
No way.
no way.
That did you see?
Yeah. And
Uh,
I'm thinking, hopefully, that is the beginning of a surge of caring, of being involved and understanding the gravity of what's been happening to us of late. With the reversal of Roe v. Wade, and the kinds of things that some very conservative states are trying to do. Maybe that was a wake-up call because I just can't see. Uh, it's hard for me to even begin to imagine how old men feel like they have the right to tell women how they can or cannot make decisions about their own health.
and do you know it's not only women, no? It's a couple decision.
Yeah,
In
true.
most of the time, it's not only like if I want or I don't want, and that's
Mm-hmm.
it. You take in consideration the other side
Yeah,
because it's an action of two people, and two have the power decision in that
yeah.
most of the time. So it's not fair. Bueno, estamos hablando de, le pregunto yo si cree que estas cosas que están sucediendo van a motivar a los jóvenes de los 18 a los 30 años a salir a votar. Dice que no cree, que en verdad no les importa, a menos que les afecte personalmente. Le digo, pero ¿cómo no les va a importar que quiten el derecho de reproducción a las mujeres cuando ha estado más de 50 años? Dice, pues hasta que no les afecte directamente, no les preocupa. Le digo, ¿cómo es que no les preocupa el que no se les pueda dar una oportunidad por ser minorías para entrar al, a las universidades de prestigio. No, no les importa, hasta que no les afecte personalmente. Y la otra situación que estábamos platicando también, de que se les negaron la ayuda que el presidente Biden les iba a dar para reducir sus préstamos por ir a la universidad, que también se los rechazaron, que si eso iba a motivar a que salieran a votar. Dice, yo no creo, a menos de que les afecte individualmente, no van a salir. Y estamos hablando también de la cuestión del aborto, ¿no? Y como dice, lo que Michael dice, no entiendo cómo hombres le van a decir a las mujeres qué hacer con su cuerpo y luego pues a decidir qué hacer con su cuerpo, si sí o tener hijos o no. Y le digo, bueno, no es cuestión nada más de incluso de mujeres, es de hombres también, porque la mayoría de esas decisiones se hacen en conjunto con tu pareja. Y no es justo pues que sean ellos solos los que decidan. Y luego dice que estábamos platicando de lo que sucedió en Ohio, que estaban tratando de modificar la constitución para que no pudieran hacer ningún cambio con respecto al aborto, porque nada más se requiere en la constitución de Ohio el 50% más uno para ganar y hacer algún cambio. Y lo querían marcar a 60, 60% para evitarles que tuvieran la facilidad de hacer modificaciones. Pero lo que hemos visto es que en lo que se refiere al aborto, muchos estados han votado para que no se quite ese derecho. Many states that they were trying to remove the situation, they have voted no.
Yeah.
So I strongly believe that is going to be a big motivator for everybody to go out and vote, because nobody has the right to tell us what to do. And do you know, in my opinion, it's like some people wants to return to the 1950s. Like
That's what MAGA was all about.
yeah, and do you know, you cannot turn the clock back. You cannot. We have
Yeah.
to adapt to the new situation with different ways to reach agreement between all of us, because you cannot remove so many people that already were born in the United States. They are different. The situation is different. Now we have to do the best that we can with the new situation. No?
Well, I think we're moving into an era where a group of folks who used to be the majority um, are just now figuring out that they're not anymore, and being in a minority scares them to death. And they're afraid of what has happened in the past because they're afraid that somebody might do what they have done to them. And so I think that there's a lot of psychology involved in how um, the future is perceived by people. So um, we should all be very happy, but some people are more fearful than they are happy.
Bueno, estamos hablando como alguna gente está muy temerosa de la situación ahora porque ha cambiado mucho la demografía. Las personas que tenían el poder anteriormente no lo tienen ya más y están asustadas y quieren regresar a implementar políticas de los años 1950, pero ya no se puede ir hacia atrás. Se tienen que hacer modificaciones de lo que está y cómo estamos, porque no hay solución, no puedes regresar el reloj. Desafortunadamente no se puede y hay que continuar hacia adelante y buscar lo mejor, las mejores posibilidades para todos, para que podamos avanzar sin ningún problema. Esta es una situación difícil, pero que la vamos a conquistar. You know, I believe that when President Obama, still many people voted for him because he was, some people were saying, well, he is black and white because his father was black and his mother was white. So, and many people really voted for him because he was like a hope in a situation. We were in a terrible situation after President Bush. So I saw so many people so happy that he was coming. And all of a sudden they realized that, oh my God, we lost the power already with an African American. Then they forgot that was Café con Leche.
Mm-hmm.
So, and after that, they say, oh my God, now a woman, no way, that is a little too much. with Hillary Clinton, no?
Mhm.
And now they want to go back to the same time with Donald Trump, but it's a shame because I don't question if some people think like that and they want a leader like that. It's okay,
Mhm.
but not the kind of person that Donald Trump is because he doesn't have any principles, any honesty, nothing.
Yeah, he's
It's a something. ¿No?
definitely a twisted individual.
Bueno, we are going to take a break.